This week on Tea and Things,
Cardi says she really suffered. She won a big lawsuit, $4 million. Latasha got to pay every penny of
It's
the
like
expenses.
$4 million, I think.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, four. Yeah.
Four.
Yeah, what did you think I said?
I thought you said $1 million.
No. No. She has won $4 million.
Yeah.
Latasha has to pay all the expenses, all the attorney fees,
the medical bills,
everything.
Man.
I say big up to Cardi for standing up for herself, for, not letting people spread these lies. The woman said she couldn't sleep. She suffered a lot of medical things behind it. And Latasha, you got to pay that, girl.
So
you got to pay the medical bills.
I hope, Latasha, that you have learned your lesson, friend, because certainly you don't want another one of those happening, huh?
No. And to all the other people out there, just don't.
Why you gotta lie? Don't you ain't gotta lie to kick it. You ain't gotta lie to kick it.
Don't spread straight lies on people, just making up stuff that can affect people's lives.
Man.
That's serious and not cool. Not cool. And also, guys, Jay-Z, he's fighting for some stuff.
Oh Lord, this is Law and Order. Okay?
Yeah, Law and Order over here.
The Law and Order edition.
Jay-Z and Meek Mill, they've teamed up to block lyrics from being used in a courtroom. So
what?
Yeah, to block.
What lyrics are they using in a courtroom?
Well, no. That the courts cannot hold the lyrics against the rappers.
Oh. So you're saying if I say murder was the case that they gave me and I did this and I did that and my rap, you can't hold.
I stole your car and I.
Right. You cannot hold me accountable for the things that I come up with when I'm in the booth. Okay.
That's what Jay-Z is fighting for. He's trying to get the bill passed in New York and hoping that it kind of trickle down to other states. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's great.
I think it's great if it's not true.
Well,
but if it's true, that's an omission of guilt.
Jay-Z said that, for rappers, he's speaking for artists.
So are you trying to say, Jay-Z, that these people who are saying this stuff in their raps is not true?
Well,
are you saying they're not really gangsters?
What Jay-Z is saying is that
what you're saying, Jay-Z.
What Hov is saying is that he wants our words to be recognized as art rather than being weaponized, getting convictions in a courtroom. That's what he's saying.
Jay-Z, are you saying that these things never actually happened and that's why they can't be used in a court of law? Because to me, it sounds like an omission of guilt. Things to make you go,
But yeah, I don't know. I'm biased about it because I don't think what people say in their music or in their art or whatever should be used against them. But
if it's
sometimes,
true, but if it's the truth,
sometimes people letting out truth.
Right. So if they say
they're letting out truth.
So if I say I shot the man and threw him in the river and it was the truth, now you can't use that in the court of law because I put it in my lyrics.
Well,
they gotta get another way to get the. They gotta
get the body. Go get the body.
So they gotta find another way to get the confession. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Hope don't want their music to be held as a confession. I kind of feel him on that, but
look, I'm just going.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell us what you think about this. Should they be using this stuff? Holding it against these artists when they're talking about murder was the case that they gave me.
Right, murder was the case that, and Jadakiss and rappers lie in 85% of their rhymes. That's what Dante said.
All right, Dante. See, some lies, so you can't hold it against them.
Oh, okay. So they saying that you can't go back years later and trying to convict them. Hey, Tara, we miss you, girl.
Hey, T.
Yeah. So what she's saying is they trying to say you can't go back there's a statute of limitation on what you could do. Like, you can't go back 15, 25 years and be like, okay, this song that you put out in 1972, you said you killed somebody and threw them in the river. I cannot now convict you of that in 2021.
All right, well, look, y'all, Tara's still with us tonight, okay? And she said Rick Ross lied. See what Rick Ross lied in his lyrics. Oh, yeah, because he was a security guard, but he was talking about murder and all this other stuff going on. Okay, I'm with it.
Yeah. Oh, there's no statute of limitation on murder. Okay, get us together, Dante.
Get us together, Dante.
Get us together and let us know.
But, Hove is fighting for this, and other artists are kind of backing him. I get it.
Look, I gonna just stand back and say, let me see what happened, friend.
Yeah, I'm interested to know if this bill's going to pass or not.
Yeah.
But they're trying to pass it in New York first, and then we'll see what happens. So stay tuned.
We sorry, boo. We know you're sick and bad, but we miss you.
All right, guys.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see. Yeah. Please tuning in, everybody. If y'all have a comment for Tara, send it to us. She's on. She's live with us right now.
She's live with us. We all in this together.
We all in this together.
What you got
all
right there?
So anyway, we're gonna get into some tea.
Okay, what kind of tea you got, sis?
Well, so this is what I've been being hit up about. Some ladies have been asking.
Okay.
Just about managing your career and your love life. Like,
right.
That's a lot.
Right. So, I always say back in the day, when it was more predominant where the women would stay home with the children and the men kind of had the careers. Now, 2021, the whole script done changed, There's a lot more professional women out there getting their degrees, getting their money up and finding love. But how do you balance that love and the love for your career? I mean, for me, I will say that it is a tricky situation. It's because you want to be a mom, and I can tell you, even for me, when I was going into the office a lot, right, it was tough because there would be times where I would miss out on Rachel getting home from school. I'm still at work. I'm not getting home till 6-7 o'clock in the evening. And so then you have dad kind of stepping in and doing some of the things that I feel like, moms should or could be doing. So it's kind of like, where does it cut off? How do you say, okay, yeah, let me stop and have a baby, and I know I got to be on bed rest, but I'm trying to get to the next level in my career, and right now it's not working for me. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not married, but
you
even
got a love life.
Yeah, I definitely have a love life. But I would say managing your career and your love life, especially when you're in your career and you're growing,
right,
and you're constantly growing and you're getting promotions and you're getting management positions.
Yeah.
And these companies want your blood. They want your life. They want to suck the blood out of your life in order to get these promotions and these next levels and get into these, high figures.
Yeah, you gotta be willing to sacrifice.
Yeah, you gotta be willing to sacrifice, and it's really, really, really hard. Mm-hmm. I can tell you it's really hard, especially when I don't know, because I know people that live in the same household and it's still hard.
It is.
Because they're not getting home till late at night, they're not logging off till late at night. But for me, it's definitely hard because we don't live in the same household.
Right.
So, there's times that I can log off at 8 o'clock at night, or, I could be with a client at 8 o'clock at night, and I'm not getting home till so late, and I don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Right. And that becomes a hard situation because it's like, okay, so I work from home. And, from my perspective, and, a lot of the friends that I know and have, they know that there's times I don't get offline till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. and turning around and getting up at 7, and even though I'm at home,
and being a mom, so that's hard.
And a wife, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about, making sure that my daughter's taken care of. My husband has needs too.
And Tara's with us, guys. She said it's exhausting.
Right.
Sis, it's exhausting. I bet.
Yeah.
And then the other question to the other side of this thing is that, women want to know, should you give up your dreams for your love life? Should you give up your career? Should you not get the promotion? Should you give up your dreams if you're working on something big or whatever for your love life? I say hell no, but okay. Y'all know me.
Well, so here's what I would say. Do I regret having my daughter? Do I regret getting married? No, I certainly don't. I love the life that I've built. But at times, I am sad because I do think that, there's some things that I could have done. There's some places that I could have gone. There's some heights that I might have been able to meet if I had not done some of those things. But I wouldn't change my life for 1 second because the things that I gained outweigh some of those things that I wanted for myself. And when you become one part of a whole, then the one part of a whole is like you never feel alone again. And I couldn't imagine like turning it around and being like, okay, if I rewound this, could I not have Rachel? Could I not have Dwayne? I can't really even imagine my life, especially with Dwayne. I can't imagine. I don't remember really what it was like. I mean, I remember, but I don't remember what it was like to come home and it just be me.
Okay, well, Shayna says hell no.
If he is the one, he will support your dreams, not ever giving up on your dreams ever.
And I'm with that. So, Shayna, I follow you there. I'm definitely with that. I'm definitely not, I have never given up on my dreams for my love life. It definitely suffers. I will say that, with time and just everything. But I mean, I've worked hard I've worked hard, and I have to continue to prosper. And because I feel like, I got me. You know what I mean? I got me. So,
right.
And it's good for somebody else to have me, but I got to know that I'm always good. And there's different type of people. So let's see what Chanel Brown has to say.
Okay, so we'll start with Lulu. She said, my personal life and family has to come first. After seeing what some people in high up positions have to do, I would have to say that I really don't want to climb too far up the corporate ladder. So that's her opinion.
And Lulu, I respect you for that. I definitely, and everybody have different opinions. And I mean, and it depends on where you're at in life and what you've been through.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people, they don't, feel like they should, climb and let the family suffer for the love life.
Right.
And I'm just not that person.
And then Charnel says it takes a degree of understanding with your partner. There should not be any insecurities in the relationship that you have to give up on your dreams or career. So this is what I would say. As you grow in your life, your dreams begin to change. And it's not that you necessarily give up on your dreams. You just envision them in a different way. And that would be my opinion about it. I don't think you ever really truly give up on your dreams. You just manifest them in a different way.
I can respect that. I believe that.
Yeah.
I know it's got to be. It's a hard.
It's a
hard thing to tackle.
Yeah.
I'll say that it's definitely hard. It's definitely, a hard thing to tackle. And I think it's just kind of where you are in life and
how you manifest that.
How you manifest that. I don't have kids and everything like that, but I also don't have both of my parents. So when you go, when you've lost both of your parents or you've lost your major, of course you have a support system. We all do, right? But your parents is your parents. They got you no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you don't have that, you become this person that I gotta always make sure I'm good. My lover, my boyfriend's gonna make sure I'm good, but I always gotta make sure I'm good. You know what I mean? I got me.
I see that. I see that, and coming from somebody who still has their mom and dad, I completely understand that because as much as I can say one thing or the other, I adore my mom and dad, and they're like to meddle. Well, not necessarily my dad, but my mom. She be all up in the Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor.
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Oh Lord,
always a mama's baby. And Tara says, if you're a wife,
she said she had a great opportunity to do makeup for Princess of Morocco. She turned it down for someone. She turned it down for someone she was with, and she regrets it every day. She had an apartment set up, flight arrangements, and everything. Oh wow!
See?
Wow. So I mean, yeah. I mean, and I do know some people who have turned down great opportunities um, because of making sure that they foster their love, their relationships, and foster the goals of the entire family as opposed to kind of looking at their own specific situation and fostering that. So I mean, I guess everybody is just different.
But Tara said something that I find really important, and she said she regretted the regret, and that's got to be hard to turn down something and regret it way later, or
well, what I would say is this. So some tips to kind of combat as a woman in her career, growing your love and growing your career at the same time. You do have to prioritize what is important to you. As you grow, different things become important. So, whereas when I was in my 20s, what my measure of success was is not the same as when I'm 42.
Right, I'm with you.
So, I mean, you can hold on to dreams and you can dream and aspire, but you do have to realize in growing, your dreams do begin to change. Because you're not the same person as you was 20 years ago.
I definitely understand that, but for me, I'm gonna speak for you, Tara. I know because I've known her a really long time. We're just people that we never stop pushing, so we never settle. Like since our success, we just never stop pushing. So I don't know how she do it with a husband and just.
I mean,
I don't staying successful and having a whole household and everything. Because, like I said, it's just me and my household.
Yeah, and I mean,
I just gotta.
I don't think that I'm any different than you all. I mean, I push for success too.
Right? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying we also don't have kids, so we don't have that. We need to.
I mean, but it still takes time to foster your marriage as well. You can't just be like, okay, I'm pushing for my dreams and that's it. There's got to be some kind of balance, I guess.
Right. And Dante just said it is extremely important to set personal and professional boundaries. So I'm with you there, Dante. I believe you.
We there. We together. And we love it, right?
Yes. We together, we there, we love it. I mean, I could definitely see how it's hard. And everybody will have different opinions, and and everybody will think differently. It's hard to, just decipher.
She said her best friend is vodka, and she's a dog mom.
Your best friend is who?
Vodka.
And you're a dog mom. Okay, yeah, being a dog mom is a lot of work too.
Yeah, it's like having a little kid.
Yes, it's like having a baby. But it's definitely a hard thing to do. It's definitely hard decisions to make.
Oh, she works to live, not live to work. That's what Yum Yum says. So a job cannot be my sole motivator.
Right, I feel you there.
Yeah,
I feel you there.
Listen,
Work to live, don't live to work.
Listen.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But so some tips for us careered women who are pushing and striving. Number one, take time to make sure you prioritize what's important to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
So if your career is important, take some time to slice out that time to figure out how you're going to achieve those goals, and then slice out some time to see how you're going to achieve those personal goals. And those personal goals could be more romance in your relationship. Could be, hey, I want to spice things up in the
more
bedroom.
Travel. I know.
Yeah,
maybe if I spent less time traveling, I would have a little.
Oh, Lord.
Between working and traveling, y'all have to travel once a month. I'm serious, in order to keep my mental break.
Oh
straight.
My gosh! How about I know a couple of other people like that, and I used to always be like, "Why do you? Every time I talk to you, you have to go somewhere." And they're like, "Man, that's just how I like relax, relate, release." And I'm like,
how I have to function.
Like they can't function unless they're in Vegas every other week. What's that all about?
Guilty. Just came back Monday. Guilty.
So yeah. So it's really about kind of finding that happy balance, happy median. One thing that a friend of mine, she told me about was that she had a planner that she was putting stuff in, and then she would go back and reflect on what she did over the course of that year. And I was like, gosh, that's such a powerful thing, because you can kind of look back and say, okay, where was I at this point in my life? Where was I? What was I doing? What kind of things was I into? And I don't think she used it extremely that in depth, but it was like an aha moment to me to say, maybe if I kind of journalize what it is I'm doing, maybe it'll give me a little bit more perspective, on how am I really separating? Am I really giving the amount of time that I feel that I should be giving to my personal life versus my professional life? As you guys know, I got about 12 jobs. So, the podcasting, my artist management, then I've got my professional job, and then I'm trying to start a couple of businesses with my sister. So I'm an extremely busy person, man.
I understand. I'm all about the dreams. Keep pushing those dreams, y'all. I mean, you got to make time for everything, but you definitely
make time for you.
Have to make time for your success. I believe in that. Yeah. Because it's important. That's how we get to travel, right?
This is true.
That's important.
This is true. So, you got a tip for
I actually
10-second tip?
Have a 5-minute tip of the night for you guys.
Okay.
And you are going to love it. Okay, so I've been all into this DIY stuff. I'm all into the do-it-yourself. Okay.
What you
I can't say that I'm a professional at it yet, but I definitely
You're trying.
Go and search and learn. But one of the things I found throughout my search, because we all know a plumber costs a lot of money, okay? So
Girl,
you don't want to get in that situation where you need a plumber.
Girl, don't even talk to me about plumber. I just needed one last week.
See, and this tip might help you. So ladies, when we have, if we've, had a little treat and fried some fish or some chicken or have anything with grease, okay?
Okay.
So this is my DIY that I learned, and I love it, and I use it. I use it.
Okay.
Whenever I have to dump any grease, you don't want to, dump it in your sink.
Right, your garbage disposal.
Right, because it can stop it up, and then we need that expensive plumber. So you want to get aluminum foil, not cheap aluminum foil.
Like the heavy
thick one. You want to layer it around a bowl or a Tupperware or whatever, but you want to get a nice layer, maybe about 2 sheets.
Okay.
You just dump your grease in there, let it sit and dry, and guess what?
Dry.
Once it's dried, you take that aluminum, ball it up, poop, and throw it straight in the trash.
So how do you make it dry? How do you
Well, grease hardens.
Oh, does it? Oh, child, I don't know. I don't ever know if I've ever done that.
Oh, Tara, you do that? That is funny because we never discussed it.
That's hilarious.
So, because grease hardens it dry, like.
Oh, okay.
So once
I guess because I don't really fry stuff a lot.
Yeah, and I don't need that. I use my air fryer a lot, but if I do have any type of grease or whatever,
right,
I definitely do this. That. Yeah, because I don't want to get into any expensive plumbers or anything.
Brand spanking.
Yeah, brand spanking new. And then also, because dumping it in the trash can, makes a huge mess, and you just got a mess going on. So
yeah. Okay, well, that is our time, friends. This has been another exclusive, fun
episode of Tea and Things.
Join us next week where our lovely co-host Tara will be back.
She will be back.
And we will be discussing some juicy topics. So hold on to your seats. And this is our time. I'm Shantae C.
I'm Nia Lazard. Find me on Facebook. If you want my Instagram, Busy Bee Magazine.
All right.
Ebonics.
As y'all know, you can find me Shantae C on Instagram, or of course, I don't know if I'm gonna tell you who I am on.
And
Facebook,
Tara is Tara Willingston.
Yep.
On Facebook and Instagram. Hit us up with any questions, anything. We will see you guys next Wednesday. Peace and I'm out.
Peace.